Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Got Ron Town in the building, just waiting on the homies come up. We talking about these playoffs. Shout out to Orlando Magic. They won their game yesterday. And Greg Anthony's son, a Orlando. Only thing that derailed the Orlando Magic this year. Shout out to everybody again. This is Lion Diz Basketball Community, this old head podcast, and hey, if you don't like the real and the truth, man, this ain't the place for you. This ain't the place for you. 'Cause we tell the truth how it is. I don't care if it's your favorite team or not. So it's just opinions. I know a lot of y'all gonna get all hurt, get all butthurt about it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. But hold on one second. All right, I had to get things situated because I just got in. Today's my Friday, so we're gonna cook today. We're gonna talk about these playoffs. But anyway, let's go to. I was talking about the Magic game. Let's just go back from the scores from last night. And tonight's games, you got uh Miami against Chicago. Then you got Dallas and Sacramento. Let me just go to the scores from yesterday. Orlando beat Atlanta 120-95. And Trey Young was 8 of 21, 1 of 5, 11 of 12 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. He only had 2 turnovers. And then to the next high man with George Niang, he had 15 out of Iowa State, 5-11, 5 of 11, 1 of 4 from 3, 4 for 4 from the line, 3 assists. Let's just keep on going here. Salute, bro.
Salute, bro.
And then we got Muhammad Gueye. I like his energy. They need more players like that in the league. Atlanta
Yeah.
got one in him. I like his energy. He blocks shots and everything like that. But then the Orlando Magic, they was led by Cole Anthony, 10 of 17 out of Duke, 4 of 9 for 3. He 2 of 2
Carolina.
from the line. Carolina. I always get it confused. Duke and Carolina. I was just thinking about. I was just talking to my Carolina boy. I was just talking to my Carolina boy about it. Just like right before I hopped on here, man. I was just like, and he just threw me off for a loop. And I was just saying to myself, like, man, he went to Duke, right? And I literally just looked it up on my laptop before the stream started. And I looked at the tab, and the show says Carolina. He did go to Carolina.
You
I'm
know,
thinking
Greg
about
Anthony hated Carolina. Remember they used to have a battle. So
yeah. Now I remember that. Yeah, I'm thinking about what's his face?
Austin
Down Rivers'
Rivers.
son, Austin
Yeah.
Rivers. Yeah, yeah. Cole was nice at Carolina though.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Shit. I think he wasn't he a lottery pick or no? Like the top 15, something like that.
I'm gonna look him up right quick.
Need to go find them a real guard, man.
TZ, what's up with you, baby?
What's up with you? How you feeling, my guy?
Oh, I'm good, bro. Bless. How you doing, bro?
Man, we both blessed, man. Both blessed, man.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
y'all already know. Smoking on this tree, this is all I need. Smoking on this tree, this is all I need.
Right.
Smoking, yeah, that's what I'm on right now.
What,
Hey, hey, hey,
watch
hey,
those
I'm on.
games yesterday?
I say me two. I say the last two, Ron, time just for this week, man.
Right. I know. Watching yesterday, man. 2K. I know. Trey,
Yeah.
Trey Young need to get out of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
The timeline don't fit. They got some nice young pieces, but that ain't what
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Trey
they do.
Young needs.
He
And
need. Yeah, I don't like Trey Young. I don't really like him. His demeanor and shit. He act like a little cry. He act like a little brat. I don't like them. Like Chris. He remind me of Chris Paul, bro. Like a little brat.
uh, you know what? The team he just lost to will be the perfect fit for him, and they'd be the perfect match. They need a
Mm,
lead line. I already said, hey yo,
right.
bro. I already said last week, and you can ask T. Price. I said once when they fired John Moran, coach. I said this time to hit the reset button. I said if I'm John Moran, I'm telling my agent, yo, get me down to Orlando. I'm about to cut my dreads, and I'm about to revamp my image with me. I'm what they need
Woo.
right now.
Man,
I'm
Where
he
what
John
they.
go over
Morant?
there.
Where
That'll
he
be
from?
crazy.
Where John Morant from?
He from South
He from
Carolina.
South Carolina.
Okay.
South Carolina. Him and Zion.
Yeah,
South
they like
Carolina.
30 minutes apart.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, he need to go to DC. He need to go to motherfucking Charlotte then, right? Ain't Charlotte close to close to South Carolina? He
Charlotte
need to
don't
go
need him.
somewhere else other than
Charlotte
Memphis.
got LaMelo.
Charlotte don't need him. I'm talking about someplace that'll be good, beneficial for him both ways. What better way to go revamp your image than go play for the happiest place on earth, Disneyland? Send me down to Disney with the kids. I'm about to cut these dreads off, and
Right.
and we about to make a crazy push because me, Franz, and Paulo Banquero, that'll be
Uh,
it. That'll
I'm
be it.
trading Lamelo though. Fuck that. Lamelo gotta go, cuz I'm cool on him, bro. Niggas prima donnas, bro. If
I
y'all
ain't
see the clips back in the
Hey,
day,
when I seen him in Chicago, I seen him when he was leaving from Chicago. I
mhm,
was like, "What?" I'm like, "I know your daddy is like, man, boy, them streets that life got you, huh?"
there's hella clips of his dad saying, "Nigga, you ain't ready. Your mentality, nigga,
Mm-hmm.
you soft." His dad used to go in on him, bro. Like real talk, like a real
Yeah.
dad would go in. Like Jalen Brunson did, like Rick Brunson went in on Jalen Brunson. You see how Jalen Brunson turned out.
You got
Yeah,
to
Rick
think
Mm-hmm.
about
Brunson,
it. You got to
right.
think about it. Lonzo was his first project. You feel me? He got
Yeah.
Lonzo to where he needed to be. Shout out to Lonzo Ball because I think he don't get enough credit. You feel me? Jello was the
Oh, he
middle.
does.
Jello, the middle child, the trouble one. You feel me? The middle
Right.
child always seemed to be the trouble one. And
Right.
Lamelo, he's a combination of both of them. You feel me? He got the
And
skill
he was
set,
coddled though. He was
yeah,
coddled more by his mama though.
by his mama, but listen, his daddy, he told him, boy, you gonna fuck around and you gonna find out. His daddy don't hold no punches with him. And you know the crazy
Nah.
part about it, he got all the skill.
Right.
He
Mm-hmm.
just
That's the
he
cold
just got
part
to
about
mature. You got to understand. He was the baby boy. And what
it. Yeah.
Lamelo what 22 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, he still got to mature, man.
Yeah.
He'll be all right. You want to know why he gonna be all right? Because that
I
nigga
think he's
did
gonna be
have
all
that.
right too, though.
Listen, he had that good father to lay that foundation. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he gonna be all right.
Gotcha.
He just don't need to dress like what he did leaving from Chicago, cause that nigga look like a
It's just a
man.
process, man. Come on, you think about it. He been in the limelight since he been a little kid, bro.
I'm gonna
Ride
be
line.
one. I get that, but that
You feel me?
outfit, you know what I'm talking about, Ron? Remember, hey, what was that game, Lisa? Did they play the Bulls like towards the end of the season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seen that outfit he got on, the way he was walking, boy? Man, stop. Come
Nah,
on,
yeah, he
man,
was on some
Mello.
zest. He was on some
Yeah, see,
zestfully
yeah,
clean shit, bro.
yeah,
Hey yo,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
tell you what. Think about it like this, Elise.
Mm-hmm.
You take one of these Generation Z kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You give him multi-millions of dollars and you place him in an NBA franchise. You feel me?
Yeah.
His
I
place,
feel that.
his father was going through health issues, so he couldn't be as hands on with him over the last couple years. You're
Right.
gonna get that. You're gonna get the antics that John Morant that pull. You're gonna get the antics that Zion pull. You're gonna get the antics that LaMelo pull. That's the chance. That's what you get when you draft these players young. You got to go through the bullshit with them because
Right, and the NBA knows that. The NBA, that's why the NBA gets these players, bro. It's damaging the league, my nigga. It's fucking the image up to keep our children. Because guess what? Our children are following behind these niggas. Feminine, you feel me? Fake gangster, doing stupid shit. That's destroying our people and our culture and our society, bro.
Hey, yo, but just think about this though, E, right? On some real nigga shit, right? Think about when you was 21 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if these motherfuckers you 21 years old, you got all this fan, these motherfuckers just laid $200 million on you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You're going to go through the same issues that all these boys have. Ja.
I don't know, because I was raised in a different era, bro.
Listen.
My hat was probably on my head a little tighter than that.
Listen, think about this though, Eleazy. You take Ja Morant, right? A kid from a city that got a total. I used to talk to this guy on my stream. He was from down there. He played ball down there, and he was right. He came out of high school right before Ja and Zion did. So he attached to their community. He the one who told me Ja and Zion grew up 30 minutes apart. He said Zion from a town that got about 4,000 people in it, and Ja from a town that got about 30,000 people in it. You feel me?
Right.
So I just equated that to the scale of my city. I live in a small city. You feel me? I got 500,000 people in my county, 250,000 people in my city, right? And we consider it a small city. We're the third biggest city in New York State. But compared to the New York, Los Angeles, the metropolises, we're a small city. Now, I take my 250,000 and I break that down to 6/8. And I'm like, damn, John from a town about big as Elmira. I'm like, damn. So now I think about this. You take a country boy who only used to being around a certain amount of people, and you put him in a city that at the time was probably the most violent in the United States, and it was the biggest on the music scene. Memphis was popping, bro. Memphis is popping. You take this young man, and you drop him off in the middle of Memphis with all this bread. First of all, he got to stay strapped down there. You feel me?
With no vets, though. And there were no vets over there.
Right, with no vets. He didn't have an they got Andre Iguodala and told him not to even show up. You feel me?
That part.
And then you got to think about it. His daddy was a street nigga that did the street thing and then got out the way to raise his family. You feel me?
Right.
So it's just like, man, shit. I get it, T. You living through your son. You having flashbacks when you was the man. You feel me? Because as quiet as kept, they said the nigga daddy was cold-blooded hooping.
Yeah, he played with Ray Allen in high school.
Yeah, they said his daddy was cold hooping. So I said, now, what do you expect? Now, you get this kid all this money. His guidance is limited because he's a professional, so he's not up under his daddy all the time. You feel me? He got a chance to get out. It's different from college because now I'm getting out. Now when I go places, I'm driving a Bentley. You feel me? I can go buy out the bar. I can go have sex with any woman I want. This shit is mind-blowing. It's going to take me a couple years to get used to this shit to say, I'm tired of that shit. That shit is old. That shit is the shit that I did when I first got money. You feel me? And now they coming into that zone. You feel me? Why you think Zion all of a sudden got his shit together in New Orleans this year? You feel me? Oh, yeah, I can get underway. I could have been underway. I could get underway anytime I want to.
Right.
You feel me? So now they starting to realize they starting to play the bit, and it just comes with maturity. You don't see dudes like, I'm going to tell you, give me a guy like a dude like Zach Edey. You feel me? From a small town.
Yeah, long lost cousin.
Listen, got plenty of money. He is a lottery pick from a small town. But guess what he had? He had the proper guy. This dude stayed in college 5 years.
4
So
years.
4 years. So he was able to get mentored and get groomed. You feel me? He actually came
And he got better every single year too.
I'm not even talking about the basketball part of it. But
I'm talking about as a person, an individual, and everything growing through college.
This is the difference with Zach Edey. He's coming into the league a grown man, 22 years old. These niggas is coming to the league 18, 19 years old. These niggas can't even go to the liquor store. You feel me? And you put them in a position and come on, man. And so I get it why these niggas make that fucked up decisions now. Being a real nigga, being a real nigga. Now, you know, if this was your people's, there's no way in the world you would let them do this shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in your ear. Nah, bro, we ain't about to do that.
Right.
Nah, Aunt, we ain't about to do that. Nah, Aunt, we ain't about to make a spectacle of this shit. You ain't about to tell that girl you'll pay all the child support up front. I don't give a fuck what you do with the kid, but we're going to keep this private. That ain't what you're supposed to be doing. Nah, bro, we're not going to do that. That's going to cost you a couple $1 million. I'm not about to just take the ride along with you just so you can buy me jewelry when you buy yourself jewelry, just so I can get a car when you get a car. Nah, nigga, we about to sustain this shit. I'm gonna tell you what you don't want to hear. The shit that you need to hear. I'm gonna be that type of big bro to you. Nigga, you tripping. Nah, that ain't what you need to go back to the board and recalculate that. You feel me? But it seems like these young boys don't have that present. You feel me? Because you got to understand, once Zion becomes a multi-millionaire and starts supporting his mother and father, what the fuck is his dad actually going to tell him? Nigga, I take care of you.
Well, he can, but
I mean, just think about it. That's how that usually go.
I know, but me personally, I want to,
That's
it's
sad,
different.
though, bro. We just
sad, bro. Hey, yo, listen. Hey, yo, E, everybody can't be Magic Johnson. You feel me? Look, look. Magic tried that dumb shit, but they showed you his father was right there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. And he destroyed society too. Look at his children.
Dr. Buss allowed his father
for money, bro.
Dr. Buss allowed him to parent his child. He realized Magic's a kid, man.
If we put the integrity of the sport above the incentive, then bro, it'll make for a better motherfucking sport. But since they value the incentive more than the actual game and the competition, then you get stupidity on the court. Wild, out of control type basketball, football, baseball. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And it's sad, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because there's no value. There's no morals and there's no values. You know what I'm saying? Everything is about the bag, chasing the bag and all of this dumb shit. It's just dumb, bro. Like, it's real talk. The money gonna come, nigga, with you just going out there competing. Everybody gonna get the bag. You know what I'm saying? But now they just handing the bag to you and say, you know what? I own you. I control you. You need to move just like this. So,
hey yo, but hey yo, that's the reason why when you do have a team and you know you got young talent and stuff like that, you do keep a Markieff Morris on your team, a Jared Dudley. You feel me?
Right.
A dude who about to teach these dudes how to. Yeah, you might not be giving me no minutes on the court, but you about to save me a whole lot of fucking money keeping these little niggas out of trouble. You feel me? And just giving them a little bit of guidance. You feel me? And that's not to say that they mothers and fathers didn't, because I'm gonna be real. I don't know too many parents that raise their kids to be fucked up. You feel me? Most of the parents that I know, man, always try to have their kid do the right thing. You feel me?
Well, yeah, we from a different era, bro. I'm talking about it's different, bro. From the 80s, from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s to the
90s,
2000s to the 2010s. You know what I'm saying?
But right now, even right now, I don't think nobody want their kid to grow up to be fucked up.
But
Now you got some parents.
I'm
Listen,
telling
you got
bro, I think
you
they
listen.
do.
You got some parents out here that's teaching them fucked up values, but you want to know why? That's because their parents didn't know no better. They fucking selves.
That's sad.
Man,
That's
But
that's
guess
very
what?
sad.
You got an
But you know what? But
obligation, bro.
that's what happened. That's what happened when niggas. I'm only speak on myself. That's what happened when niggas like me go to prison. You feel me?
Right.
And you ain't there to set your shit straight. This the
Right.
type of shit that happen when these niggas make irrational choices. They want to lay up with a chick and have a baby, but then when the chick had a baby, they don't want nothing to do with the baby. Now this shit is extra hard on the mother. You feel me?
Yeah.
She can only do so much. By the time her son get 11 or 12, nigga, her ass whoopings don't affect him no more.
Right.
or I seen it go vice versa. And like
They
that,
might start jumping on the mama. You feel me?
Yeah, I seen it vice versa too. Shit, I'm dealing with that stupid shit. My brother.
Yeah. So a lot of people like, I mean, when we talk about shit like this, I really be trying to get to it. A lot of people just hear shit and just take the narrative and go with it. They don't do no research. They don't know what type of background. They just, this, and this. I said, but what contributed to that? I said, some of these niggas is being set up to film, like you said, like, I would love if they came out with a rule of the NBA that said, you have to go to college for 2 years, right?
For 2 years.
Now listen. Now, even if, okay, the American dream, you could go to the Army at 18, you should be able to get a job. I agree with that, right? So even if you get drafted at 18, you either stay in college and the team holds your rights, or you have to play in the G League. You will never touch the NBA floor. Now, which one now listen, your contract stay the same because you was a lottery pick. You feel me?
Right.
Unless you a nigga like LeBron or Carmelo who can just hit the floor running, you're gonna spend 2 years in the G League.
Right.
And if you don't want to do the G League, guess what? You can actually go back to, but you know what that would take? That would take for the NCAA and the NBA to have a joint venture. Neither one of them want to share their revenue. You feel me?
Yeah.
They're already talking about the NCAA. That I find it very interesting, though. I heard it on the other day. The NCAA basketball, how they so everybody know, man. All these professors, sports, all of y'all tainted. Don't try to separate, hide your hand, and say, "Oh, this sport is NCAA." Yeah, man. All these big time businesses, all of them dirty, man. So that's
Yeah,
how I
that's
look
a
at it.
fact. But I agree. So therefore, you feel what I'm saying? We ain't stopping you from getting your money. You feel me? So we giving you your money,
Ron, for real.
but you ain't about to come in here and fuck up our league either. You gonna come to this league when you ready. You feel me?
That part. Yeah, I agree with
This is
that.
the other thing too.
It used to be like that, bro.
Hey,
listen,
remember,
if I was the NBA,
talking about
every team would be forced to have an NBA a JV team, an NBA team in a G League. You have a farm team, just like the baseball do it. We do it too.
Right.
Now you little niggas can go down here and get ready. You feel me? Y'all can play y'all shit. Get your money handed out to y'all proportion. Your $14 million is here. But guess what? You don't get that if you don't never touch the league, my nigga. Your shit'll get prorated. You can get 100,000 a year in the G League, but you won't get the millions. Now once you step on the NBA hardwood, that's when your contract take off. When you start showing me you can produce for the money that I'm giving you. Not just about to give you, I'm not about to just give you a first round draft. You drafted number 7, so you got a 4-year, $40 million contract guaranteed. You know what a nigga in the hood is saying once you give them $40 million illegally and they ain't never had nothing?
Right.
Man, I ain't got to work hard, nigga. I made it. I bought my mama house. We good, nigga. I got money for the rest of our life because guess what? We ain't used to having money. So we gonna be fugals a bitch with that 40 million. You feel me?
Yeah.
All we gonna be thinking is we ain't gonna be thinking about how can I make this grow. It's gonna be what can I do to make sure this shit take care of me and my family for the rest of our lives.
Right.
If I happen to get to another 100 million, if I got that type of drive, cool. But guess what? A typical nigga from the hood, what you gonna do? Put half of that up, make sure your mama good, take care of your peoples, and then you're gonna set you up some businesses. Now you
That's
earn
right.
it. Now you earn it. So guess what? I don't even give a fuck about the NBA gave me my ticket. It changed my life. Everybody not coach. Everybody don't want to be the best basketball player in the world. Some
Right.
niggas just want to change their situation. You feel me?
And that's what's fucked up, bro, because it's like that's disrespecting the sport, my nigga. Go get a job. Fuck it. You can change your life by going to work.
Hey, yo,
This
but guess what?
this
But guess
motherfuckers
what?
who they take this shit
But,
seriously, bro. That's
but
the
guess what, though,
incentive.
E? Guess what? I worked hard enough to get that first round draft pick, right? Now,
And
guess
then
what?
gave up after that.
Hey, guess what? I'm a nigga's way now. You feel me?
Yeah, you
That's
gave up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
listen, you could say I gave up, but guess what? My family looking at it is like, oh shit, we about to buy into this Walmart, this Family Dollar. Yo, we good. We just got generational wealth. We won.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. If you come from a just say a middle class, just say your parents, you have both of your parents, middle class, your dad had a job, your mom had a job, but
Right.
y'all living paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
And then I'm just granted $40 million guaranteed. I ain't got to do, we good. We was just living paycheck to paycheck. We had to rob Peter to pay Paul. Oh, we can't pay the light bill this week. We got to pay the mortgage first. If we lucky enough to have a car, we got to pay the car insurance before we pay them. But now all that changed. And guess what? We ain't looking back no time soon with all this bread. Because mom, you was making that shit work with $1,200 a week. Every 2 weeks, you was making that shit work. Guess what, mom? You got 120 racks a month to work with. We ain't never going broke again. So some dudes is like that, bro. And and then you got them opposite dudes who like, yo, give me more, 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 give me more. It'd be like that.
Unfortunately,
It'd be
that's what it
stupid.
turned into, bro. Unfortunately. Shit
Yeah,
used to be.
now listen. Now don't get it twisted, E. Now if a nigga like you and me see that opportunity, or once I get that 40, I'm gonna turn that 40 into 80. I need that next 120. You mean to tell me all I gotta put is 4 more years to get that next 120? You feel me?
Yeah.
We gonna keep looking at it like that. But then on the opposite end of the spectrum, remember, it's always two sides to every coin. And it's like, damn, how could you respect a nigga that had absolutely nothing, used to wear his brother clothes to school? How you gonna be mad at him because his belly got full from going from poverty-stricken welfare child using his mom EBT. Now guess what? I just walk across the stage and I'm guaranteed 40 million. Nigga, we made it. And
No,
unfortunately, you're right.
You want to. It's the reason behind making it, bro. Because obviously we know if you're a good talent, bro, the money is gonna come, bro. If you're well-rounded, you know how to handle the media. That means you're marketable in their eyes. The money will come from all angles. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about if you just put your focus in on your craft, everything else will take care of itself. If you just focus on wanting to be the best you can be, bro, that's how you leave the sport in better hands. And you got it.
What if I'm a nigga like Jaylen Brown who done did everything the right way and these niggas still won't give me my just due? Yeah, I got the bread. You feel me? I got the bread because I stayed around long enough. But a player my caliber supposed to be the face of the NBA.
Yeah,
You already know why they ain't gonna get Jaylen Brown.
Because listen,
what you think?
Listen, what did they
Finals MVP? That's just
listen, think about this, and yet they still will not let this nigga on the Olympic team, bro. And and it's crazy. And it's it was crazy because this one of the few things I agree with Stephen A. Smith on. He said, when the fuck you ever been to a job interview and your job interview say, nah, the knock on him is he too fucking smart. We don't even want him. This nigga too smart, because guess what? If we let this nigga in the door, this nigga got the capability of becoming one of us. You feel me?
Right.
He got the capability of becoming one of us. He's so smart. Nah, we don't really want to fuck with this nigga. Yeah, he got the talent. But come on, man. We don't want to fuck with this nigga. And then look how dark he is. And then he's not even a well-groomed dark, man. He's big afro braids. We don't want him. And here it is. This nigga teach classes at MIT in the off season, bro.
Niggas don't understand, nigga. That's it. Cause you know why? He's a threat, nigga, to mainstream society, bro. He's a threat to them niggas. That's why they're gonna figure out a way to keep that nigga silenced. But then they're also gonna be like, you know what? We can use this dude, just like they used President Barack Obama. They can use them house token niggas, but he like a token house nigga. But then he also a rebel at the same time. It's just what side is Jaylen Brown gonna take, nigga, towards the later parts of his career? Because if you start taking that opposite, that rebel side, nigga, they gotta get rid of you, bro.
Listen, I knew they're gonna get rid of the nigga. They got the nigga to try to fool the niggas. They got the nigga to do that, to pull the wool over your face. That's LeBron James. You feel me? This nigga is the exact opposite. This nigga went to listen. He went to the.
I haven't mentioned. No, I wasn't even going to mention him on today's stream, though.
No, but okay, but listen to this. Think about this shit. Think about this shit, Elysi. Think about this shit, right? This nigga went to the whitest city in America and said, "I want to bring Black Wall Street here."
That nigga was, when he said that, nigga, I thought, nigga, the gunman was already pulling out.
You hear me? You hear me?
That nigga said that. I say, oh my goodness.
Listen,
I actually was proud when he said that, nigga. You know, he went to school in my city, nigga.
But this is what I'm thinking. Listen what I'm thinking. Now follow me. Just stay with me now, right?
Oh, man.
A nigga like this who's thinking the right way, a nigga that we should be making a martyr. You feel me? Right. This nigga did everything the right way, and he bringing it back to his peoples, and he letting his peoples know he's standing with them. What the fuck they do to him? Nigga, nail that nigga to the cross so we can show the rest of these niggas. Nigga, if you act like this, we got you. Ain't no Nike deal, ain't no nothing. Right. We got you.
And that's the cool part about it, nigga. Fuck Nike. You don't need no Nike deal. Nike is a rip off, nigga. They ripping everybody off, nigga. That shit all politics, bro. Nobody give a fuck about Nike.
Real niggas understand that, but this is how they pull the wool over your eyes. They make you think something wrong with Jaylen Brown when actuality, and what Jaylen Brown trying to do. I want more. I'm gonna take my talents and I'm gonna give you more. It ain't but so much they're gonna give you if you're trying to step outside the lines. You feel me? So either you gonna compromise your integrity. You feel me?
But you gotta understand. See, Jaylen Brown, that nigga worked on his game. That's the shit that I admire, bro. That's why I love Jaylen Brown, bro. He worked on every part. He took his craft seriously as an athlete, but he also taken his craft, you know what I'm saying, outside of basketball just as serious. Those like Kobe Bryant did, bro. Those are the players that's great for the league.
Well, listen, we understand that, but we understand that.
I'll say one thing right quick. It's kind of crazy you mentioned Kobe because after the game last night, it was something that was on ESPN or something like that.
Oh, I watched that shit. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
That shit had me in tears, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was crying, bro. Real talk.
I be sitting there, and I was thinking in my mind, I was like, I find it very interesting that they love to take a dump on Kobe Bryant his whole entire career. And, you know, you got these fanboys thinking that, and these fangirls thinking that, oh, we just wanted to go kiss these dead. Y'all been starting this whole stuff. But man, if y'all didn't see that special after
Kobe, on the ESPN, individual, nigga, the person. Period. We ain't talking about the basketball player, nigga. We talking about real life now, nigga. No celebrity, no none of that. He didn't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. He cared about making this world a better world, bro. Period. That's the real work. They eliminate them type of niggas, bro. Like real talk.
So Elysi, so now follow me. Stick with me. That goes back to my point.
We bet you go ahead.
You feel me? That goes back to my point, bro. Mm-hmm. They ain't gonna give you but so much. You feel me? You ain't gonna be able, unless you compromise and your integrity. Look what they did to Cole. They tried to erase him from basketball history. They made you think that he never existed. Like the NBA went from Michael Jordan to LeBron James. You feel me? There's no mention of Mr. Jelly Bean Bryant, not in the GOAT conversation, not in the this conversation. You hear Magic Johnson tell you he is the greatest Laker ever. And people will still refute that. It's like, well, goddamn, man, what the man go? Oh, he won with Shaq. Well, damn, Magic won with Kareem. Mike won with Scotty. I'm like, what the fuck do y'all want from the man? I said, y'all don't knock LeBron James for winning with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
Right, that part.
Kevin
You feel
Love,
me?
Kyrie Irving just goes on and
But
on and
but
on
but
and on.
but this what I'm saying. That goes back
Hey,
to what I
y'all, I'm gonna
showed.
hop back in, bro. I gotta go to this doctor appointment real quick. I'm gonna come back
All
in
right,
though,
bro.
right after it's over.
All right.
But that just go to show you, people, they don't want that. They only gonna let you reach a certain height if you don't maintain and stick to the program.
You already know. It's just like the movie The Program back in the day, remember? But anyway, the matchups, well, we still got 9 and 10 is Bulls and Heat tonight. And then you got Mavericks and you got the Kings tonight. And then whoever, I don't know how, man. I don't like this play-in stuff, man. Go back to 1 through 8, man. Honestly, it's I'm not a fan of the play-in because these teams gonna tank anyway. So it's just I'm like, man, like how sorry the Utah Jazz got to be. I mean, I'm used to Utah Jazz making the playoffs every single year. Now all of a sudden, now the Jazz are like they at the very bottom. It's just like, but anyway, the matchups that you got Pacers Bucks. The for sure ones is Pacers Bucks, Knicks Pistons, Celtics Magic, Warriors Rockets, Lakers Timberwolves, the Nuggets and the Clippers. So the winner of the Kings and Mavericks will play the Grizzlies, and the winner of the Bulls and the Heat will play at Atlanta. Actually, the Magic was actually 41 and 41 this season. Um, Somebody told me that I was like, nah, I had to go back home because I was at work. I couldn't even. I did look it up. I couldn't be able to post it in the chat. But I accidentally put the wrong thing in there. But yeah, they was actually 41 and 41, and their record should have been better as it is. For them to be 500 to me, that's just a testament to their team. It just injury just hit them at the wrong time. First it was Flag. First it was Wagner. Then it was Paulo, and they got a deep bench too. And I just don't understand teams nowadays. Like the Knicks, they got an 8-man rotation kind of thing. I just I, this era don't really unleashes their bench. The teams to me that unleashes their bench to me, you know, you help your team a whole lot. So I haven't made no decisions or anything like that of of the series, who I think gonna win and everything. But salute to everybody. Salute Matt. Salute Tony. Salute Heck Bo. Salute Beezy. Beezy the Great was good, man. I just don't know. I'm ready for everything to be set in stone. Then I'm gonna. But the ones that is, I'm just waiting for everybody else to hop in and we can sit here and just talk about it. But while we wait for everybody to come, let me see. I need to go finish doing what you call it. Reading the boxers. Okongwu was 5 of 10, 1 or 2 for 3. He had 9 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds. He had 3 assists, 1 block. He had 11. Guy, he had 12, 5 of 5, 2 of 5 from 3. I mean, from the line, excuse me. 4 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And George, yeah, I already did George Niang. Kels LeVert was 3 of 11, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 of 3 from the line. He had 6 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. He only had 1 turnover. In the game, they shot 38.1%, 32 of 84. They was 4 of 21 for 3-point range. They was 27 of 34 as a team, which is 79.4. They had 9 offensive rebounds. They had 33 defensive rebounds. Altogether is 42. They had 22 assists. They had 5 steals as a team, 5 blocks. And they had 7 turnovers. And then plus minus as a team was negative 25. As for the Magic, Wendell Carter was, it was Cole Anthony. It was 10 of 17, 4 of 9 for 3. He had 2 free throws made. He had 6 assists, 3 rebounds. One, it was an offensive rebound. He had no turnovers. And then the next high one was Wendell Carter out of Duke, 8 of 12, 1 of 3 from 3, 2 of 4 from the line. He had 7 rebounds, 5 of them offensive rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. He only had 1 turnover. Paulo struggled, but he did other things. He was 4 of 13, 0 of 3 from 3, 9 of 11 from the line. He had 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He did have 3 turnovers. Then Franz Wagner, he had 13 points, 6 of 15, 0 of 5 from 3. He really struggled from 3 this year. It's like his 3 have like a hitch to it when he shoot it. 1 for 2 from the line. He had 13 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound, 3 steals. 2 steals, 3 assists, 1 block. He only had 2 turnovers. So, and then Anthony Black from Arkansas, 6 of 7 from the field. He was 3 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line. He had 4 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound, 4 assists. He also had 2 blocks. He had 16. And Gary Harris, he had 3 points on 1. He had his only 3-point attempt, and he made it. As a team, they shot 48.4%, 44.91. They did shot 39 threes for 28.2%, made 11 of them. They was 21 of 27 from the free throw line, 77.8. They had 12 offensive rebounds. They had 42 defensive rebounds. They out-rebounded them by 12. Assists, they had 29. That's plus 7 in that. They had 6 steals. That's plus 1 in that. They had 9 blocks, which is plus 4 in that. And they plus minus was 25 as a team. So they dominated all aspects, but they benched to me won them their game because they started to struggle last night. They really did. They really struggled, but they do have a good bench. And Caldwell Pope, he struggled last night, but he was great defensively. He was 1 of 8 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3. Made both his foul shots. Out of Georgia, he had 5 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 assists for the 2-time champion. So they earn the second seed, so they get to play them. They play the Magic again. The Magic get to play the Cavaliers again. They played the Cavaliers last year in the playoffs. So they did hold the head-to-head in the regular season, which is 2-1.
They took them to 7 games last year.
Yeah, I'm talking about this year in the regular season.
But you got to remember, Vando was banged up all year too, though, bro.
I was just about to get into that, but I was just trying to make a decision. I'm just trying to think who I'm going to pick in this series. Well, I did all the series and everything like that. As of right now, it won't be determined. The AC won't be determined until Friday night anyway. So I'm just talking about the series right now that's already set in stone for I was just thinking I haven't made my decision who I'm picking yet. I'm just looking. Let's go back. I need to go back to the bracket. Who you got? Bucks and Pacers.
I got the Bucks. I still like Giannis over them, but even without Dame.
With me,
I know the Pacers played well at the end of the season, but
I
I
don't
still
trust
like.
the Pacers either. Right
Yeah.
now, I don't. I'm giving the edge. I know they don't got Dame, but then at the same time, I see how Kevin Porter been playing. I know people have been messaging me like, man, why you don't, man? Listen, I'm not streaming NBA games because when I was doing streaming the games, nobody can. It used to be Pat back in the day. I don't feel like doing that right now. I'm sticking to this college from this point out, and we'll talk about the league every afternoon. You know, but I do like to take breaks from here. So y'all don't see me on here. I'm just taking a break. I do have a life. This ain't my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just keeping it real with y'all, man. I got things I got to do, I'm getting to. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry to come on Mondays and Tuesdays, man, or in weekends. Hey, I need hey, when I focus on work, I focus. You know, now that I got time to chill and talk or whatever, chop it up. This is what we're gonna do the next couple. Well, we do a stream tomorrow. I got something to do in the afternoon that night. But yeah, but we be on here talking about these games, doing these games. Nah, I just don't like the playing tournament. You just need to go back to 1-8. I don't like that. That's just no. It's taking too long. The gimmicks is up, and then you got certain people, we got a certain person complain about it, talking about it's dumb and stupid, but it helped benefited you, you know. But this is I just can't stand this playing stuff. I just watch it just cause, but just to know what's going on. But I'm not a fan of it, and I'm always been the type person just because everybody else is doing it, why I gotta do it, why I gotta believe in it. That's what I think for myself. But in this series, I got the Bucks. I don't trust the Pacers. I just don't. I do like Matherin off the bench. They got a couple players I do like that do play for them. And but other than that, nah, I think the Bucks going to get them. Knicks and Pistons. I know everybody want to disrespect the Knicks. This is Cade coming out party. This is his best season that he had this season. I know everybody talking about that Jalen Green dunked on Cade. Yeah, he did. They've been going at each other since high school. Jalen just been healthy, and Cade wasn't. This year, Cade is healthy, and I like this Pistons team. They do got some vets over there mixed in with the young talent, and they draft well. And I like Jalen Duren, who went to Memphis, played for Penny Hardaway. You know, Cade. This is Cade. This is Cade coming out year. I just think the Knicks is going to win that one. That's just my opinion. Could be wrong, but I know a lot of people dissing the Knicks and all that stuff. You know, disrespecting the Knicks and all that. Nah, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing. They are not the team like they was with the grit and grind. Even if they did have the grit and grind, we seen what it did to them. You know, that grit and grind got them boys sitting down, hurt, everything like that. So I'm just gonna pick them to win that series. And I'll just go solo dolo. I know there's other streams going on. A lot of people chopping it up right now. So y'all just continue to hit the like button. I'm just gonna continue on here. And then you got Celtics and Magic. This is a matchup people have been wanting to wait and see because the year that they won championship, the Magic have been getting the best of the Celtics in the regular season, but they're the champions, and I still think the Celtics going to win that series. And then you're gonna have that, and then let's just go to. We don't know who the 8th seed is, so I don't even know who the 8th seed is going to be. So, and then we got Rockets and Warriors. This is very hard for me. This is very hard for me to determine like who I want to pick in this series, because Ime Udoka can coach, man. Like he could coach, and I think he's one of the best that's in the league. And
They about to get them niggas out of there, T. Price.
I'm just talking, bro. I'm just talking. hey, that's one thing I don't mean. Hey, this is the thing with me with Golden State. I understand you got Steph. I understand playoff Jimmy. I don't trust Draymond because you already know they play the Lakers. Are you really gonna be? Are you gonna be double agent, or you gonna really play with your team? Are you gonna still be friendly bobbing with Bron and all that stuff? This is what they do in the playoffs, man. It's just like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's just how I look at it. That's how I look at it with him. I don't have a problem with Steph. I just don't trust that guy, especially when he played against the Lakers. He had like he don't know what he doing all of a sudden. I'm just talking about his recent work of playing them in the playoffs or playing wherever you want to say. I just don't trust him. But I do got the Warriors winning this series. But I won't be surprised if it's their first time in the moment and everything like that. But I don't know how long it's gonna go. But I won't be surprised if they go 7 though. I won't be surprised. But because I don't know what Steve Kerr doing. He didn't play Jonathan Kuminga the other night. Like I don't know. Like didn't get no kind of play. He gonna have to play, man. And everybody want to put Steve Kerr top 5. And look, I don't get in all these rankings and all this stuff because this is how I know when you're a good coach, right? This is just me personally, okay? But you ain't got your superstars. If your superstars is hurt, out like how Steph was, and you was able to guide the teams to the playoffs them years, then to me you're a great coach. He just inherited a good team, man. I ain't never seen him take a team to the playoffs without their best player. They proven that they won't. Cause y'all remember, Draymond said he could lead a team to the playoffs and everything like that. He found out that it wasn't Steph was on the bench and Klay Thompson was hurt. Man, he was getting thrown out every game. I just don't trust him. I don't trust him for the Warriors. That's just me. But I do got them beating the Rockets. But I won't be surprised it goes. I don't know how long the series go, but shout out to my boy Greenland too. Shout out to Green, man. Mr. Houston Rocket, man. Y'all like the Rockets, man? Go subscribe to my boy Greenleaf, man. He knows just an opinion. A lot of these people get butthurt over the truth about, of another person's opinion on here. And especially going along with these narratives and everything. It just, like I've been saying this, man. Once Stuart Scott died, everything else went with it. everything else from journalism, all of that stuff. It's so bad now, mainstream media had to come down with the small people, the YouTubers, and on TikTok and all that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm just gonna continue to speak my piece and see how I see it. I don't kiss these players behinds, because the players in the past, they set a standard. They set a gold standard. And I always said this. Ticket channel for years. I said it on here. When you do a 10-year stretch of excellence on both ends of the floor, that's when I give you props. To the great ones. I don't have, and again, I don't rank players. I never got into that. I don't rank players. I think it's very disrespectful to rank players, and then people don't even do their due diligence. And I always said this, y'all young people, y'all always want to sit there and watch Jordan and watch that, and then y'all get, and then I'll be looking in the comments, and then y'all be getting mad, talking about, why the big man is all hanging in the paint. They ain't shooting enough 3 balls. Y'all ain't gonna understand it because y'all wasn't there. He wasn't alive in those times. And then if he wasn't even alive in those times, you ain't had nobody to sit there and told you what the game was about. We get it. But all this narrative stuff that we started, the old generation started, your generation started to disrespect. I find it very interesting. You want to mention the 70s. Why you didn't mention the 80s? Why you didn't mention the 90s? Or even your competition? I'm just asking questions. Anyway, carry on. We got Nuggets and Clippers. I don't trust the Denver Nuggets right now. It's just kind of Mark Malone. Coach Malone, I felt like he should even got fired. But once again, when you lose the locker room and then this player empowerment and everything like that, that's another thing that's ruining the league. Holding players accountable. They just want people. Nah, man. I come from that no excuses, man. No excuses, because nobody never gave me none. Nobody never walked my line in life. Nobody. I had to do it myself. I had to get around people that I know that had nothing to do with me. Didn't even care. They never said anything to this day. You got to do that. I always use basketball to get away. I used to go to the court. When I used to go to the court, I played against competition. I ain't played against no scrubs when I was out, no matter where I've been. I went to the colleges playing ball. That's all I was playing. Used to playing against cats that I knew I was in college, was going to the league. I used to play against guys like that. And I used to know some girls that was cold too. Basketball. I always got away from it. I always got away and got my behind on the court. Hey, man, you coming to go hoop today? You're like, yeah, we hooping over here. Like, yeah, I get off work. I'm coming to hoop. And we go hoop all night, all afternoon. Then it's time for them games. Man, we at the crib. But anyway, that's why I like the game of basketball. That's just me. But I'm out here in the Northwest. I see more kids out here hooping out here compared to the people that they be sending me videos and pictures and stuff of where they live at and everything. There ain't nobody at the courts, ain't nobody doing anything. And shout out to the ones that still be in the court though. You know what I'm saying? That really be in that gym or be on that black top or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Trying to do the thing. Because basketball used to help me escape a lot of stuff. Basketball had me to think everything. Put everything in perspective. That's why I can do anything that I want to do. Because one thing about basketball, when we was growing up, it taught you a lot of knowledge. And we grew up in the era where it even says in the Bible, you don't disrespect. You got to show your respect to these elders, man. You got these players now talking about I don't have to respect. Okay, so why should we respect you? You coming out all standoffish and everything. Accountability. That's another thing that's missing in the league. Coaching. They got all the old. There ain't no more real coaches left. Who we got left? That's real left. Ron Ton, Ma, Spolstra, and who else? Well, I don't know. Popovich coming back, and Popovich, they're like the longest tenure coaches that's in the league right now. It's Pop and Spolstra. Shoot, they got rid of coaches. They got rid of the OGs that could really make this league a whole lot better. We won't see these dudes doing stupid stuff. They got rid of the big man. When I was growing up, man, the playoffs, every team had a big man. Every team had a big man. That what made the game great. Now it's the guard. Now the league now is guard. It's a guard driven league now. Guard or wings. Well, now they want to change the position of wings. I'm used to point guard, shooting guard. Another thing, point guards. That's another thing they took out the league. You ain't got no point guards no more. That they ain't got a Rondo no more. Players like that. That's like a point guard. Chris Paul, yeah, he was a point guard, can score and do whatever it takes to do. But I got the Clippers winning that series, though. I just don't trust the Nuggets right now, and I don't trust Jokic because Jokic don't. And another thing too, I've seen how y'all did today talking about Zubac. Y'all like to disrespect Zubac. Zubac is the only dude that I know ain't never ran for no smoke from Joker. And Zubac having a great season. Zubac gonna make that man work. And one thing about Jokic, he don't like players that's like Zubac. And he used to play for the Lakers, of course. And the Lakers let him just go. But anyway, yeah, I just think that the Clippers hidden right now. And Kawhi is looking like 2019 Kawhi right now. He's hitting that jumper. He's getting in his bag. He's making his free throws. I just think they're going to get him. It's their payback. It's their payback. It's their payback It's the payback to the Nuggets for putting them out years back in the bubble year. Was it the bubble year they put him out? Ron John? I got the wrong year. Anybody in the chat know what year was that?
You asked for what, T Price?
I said, what year was that when the Clippers lost to the Nuggets in the playoffs? Was that in the bubble year?
That was the bubble.
Yeah, I thought so. I just think the Clippers gonna get them this series, bro. Clippers hidden right now. I just don't trust James. I don't trust James Harden. You know how I feel about James Harden, but
the way he played this year, that nigga got to make first team or second team All NBA.
Yes, he needs to do it in the playoff. He need to have a James Harden moment. Like I know everybody wants to sit there and tell me he's better than Kobe. He can score better. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's just your opinion, but there ain't no Earth, planet, moons, quasars, stars that he's better than Kobe or Jordan. I know some other shooting guards I could throw in there that y'all just one thing that's why I don't have no top list of anything, because there's so many great players that y'all be missing out on. That was a beast at shooting guard. Like, y'all just got to really do your homework. There's really a lot of great players in all positions that really was that dude. All right, so it was the bubble year. Okay, I remember correctly. Then yeah, so I just just stay payback now, and Jokic gonna get exposed because Jokic don't play defense, and I've been telling y'all this. They love to play players that play one side of the basketball. Players that play both ends of the floor is frowned on. Name a player in this era right now. Name a player right now that got over 10 all offensive teams in this era right now, or even close to 10. 9.
They gonna say Jay Reed.
Jay Reed's not even close. He's 6. He ain't got 10.
Let them tell it he do.
But he doesn't. That's one thing they can't. And
I
that's
know
one
who
thing
got.
they can't
I know who got 12 and 9 first teams.
say. I already know, man. We ain't gonna get into that because it's like I keep telling these dudes, man. Like, it ain't just Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan. There's another one. Like, it's so bad. These dudes. Hey, Duncan was that dude. He should be 6-0. Those are facts. He should have been 6-0, but he's not. He's 5-1. They dump on Kobe Bryant and put Duncan over. I'm like, hey, but Kobe had 2 repeats. Like, do y'all understand that?
Hey, yo, that's well. First of all, Kobe was a better player than Tim Duncan, like with the eye test. But second of all, that's what the deciding factor is to me when comparing
Mhm.
them. 'Cause they both won 5. Duncan 5-1, Kobe 5-2. Kobe went back to back twice. Duncan never did that at all.
Never. That's the thing. But I think they're 2 of the best players in that era, in
That
their generation. Them 2.
I actually I think Kobe, Shaq, then Duncan.
Now, you can throw Shaq in there too.
It's Kobe, Shaq, then Duncan to me. Even though, Tim Duncan, the greatest power forward to ever play the game.
It's the fundamentals. I'm glad my boy Wilson ain't in here because Wilson here crashing out right now.
With my what? On the table, right?
Who you got on Nuggets and Clippers?
I got the Clippers.
I got the Clippers too.
If Zubac can stay on the floor for 20 minutes, they good.
Zubac been balling ever since he been with the Clippers too, though, man.
I mean, he can't offset everything, but he can definitely offset Nokic on the board. You feel me?
Yep. And another thing they don't give him credit about too. He know how to play against Jokic. He's the only dude that don't duck no smoke from Jokic, though. You notice that?
Mm-hmm. 7 feet
And
for real, 270 pounds. Why would he? And he's skilled. He type
and he's
skilled.
skilled. Man, I'm mad at the Lakers. Man, Lakers let so many go, man.
We traded him
Man.
for Mike Muscala.
Mm.
Yeah, Magic was smoking that weed that day. But at the end of the day, we needed a stretch four anyway for the way they had shaped the team. So I get what he was saying, but in hindsight, when you look back at it, Magic, you're gonna have a wee on your shit.
Magic got so many oobies anyway, because he don't be stepping up to the plate anyway and talk against this nonsense. Shout out to the ones that's really. I don't even take Isaiah Thomas seriously, man, because you've been taking dumps on your own. I just don't understand these players, man. Like you've been taking dumps on your own era, bro, and propping another man up. But now all y'all that I've been saying this, bro. Like, hey, don't try to hide and hold your tail when everything else come out. Cause y'all just stand on what y'all been standing on all these years. That's all I ask. They ain't gonna do that. It's gonna be a whole nother tune coming. It's gonna be like that old school show used to come on back in the day. Name that tune. Okay, then you got the Minnesota Timberwolves against the Lakers. hmm I think the Lakers gonna win this series, but I just don't know who also gonna come to the party with Anthony Edwards. I just I just don't know. I think Julius Randle gonna be very huge to me.
This can be a coming out party for Jaden McDaniels.
And Jay, I was just man, me and you be thinking just alike. I was just about to say too, and Jaden McDaniels too. I know
Remember
everybody.
that was our pick when they picked them. Remember with the pick swap?
I already know Ron Todd.
They
Hey,
ended up with our pick and they picked Jaden McDaniels with them.
yeah, I already know, man. Don't bring back flashbacks, bro, because I got so many flashbacks right now. That's why I'm not on this hype train with ESPN be doing every darn time Jay Reed been in LA or any team, especially joining the Lakers. It just really just it's like I said it was going to do. It was going to be a toxic. It's Jay Reed versus real Laker fans, and I know real Laker fans they ain't coming back to this dude is gone. But then they back in their mind, we just had a conversation about this. Shout out to the homies though. We had a conversation about this morning. Like, man, they were just like, man, I don't think this dude gonna leave, man. Especially free agency, if they get this person, I'm just like, oh man, that means we got to deal with this man even longer. Oh man, yeah. So I ain't got no square in the fight.
Listen, but unless he taking like 35 million this year, and then if he take like 40 million this year, that only open up the mid-level exception for us. We don't got no bread. Everybody keep thinking that we got bread. The only way we gonna have some bread is if we get Rui and DFS off the books. That's like 18 million and like 14 million. That's like 30 million. 30 something million. You feel me? Then we got Vandal who occupy another 11 million. You feel me? Austin Reeves really the only one who really worth the money. Trust me, what you're gonna be able to get for 18 million in the NBA in a few years is not gonna be Rui. It's gonna be a borderline all-star, nigga. They resetting the market, T Price.
I already know they are. We was talking about that this morning.
Only niggas who gonna get that big money is gonna be the superstars. Everybody else gonna get 20 million mid-level exception type shit. Ain't gonna be no more, oh, we overpaying this player just because we can't afford to let him leave. Giving a B grade player A plus money, or giving a C grade player B plus money. You feel me? That was the whole point of that CBA. The owners took that shit back. Them niggas stupid. They gave up controlling interest. Lakers had 51% for years. They ended up giving up controlling percent to the owners, which fucked up the game. Stupid ass niggas.
Hey, since some things got to come to an end, huh?
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for him, fam, because remember we was discussing this way back. I think you was all on that stream that day about that player empowerment stuff. I was like, he needs to go two ways. Either it's gonna go well or it's not. And everybody was killing me on the panel, man. Why you you hating, bro? I'm like, dude, how I'm hating? Either could go two ways. It either could work out or it's gonna be taken advantage of. You already know what happened. So that's how I see it. 'Cause you don't see what I see every day as Warren G. So it's so hard to go through the I know the hey, YouTube ain't like how it used to be where you could play music in the background, all that stuff, man. I can't do that, man. Man, they'll flag me like for here the kingdom come, bro. And shout out to Ticket again though, man, because I won't have subscribers I have right now because of him though too. And I don't, I'm doing it straight from the metal. I didn't start doing it when I was on his panel. I was just doing it just to do it. That's how I met my brother Ron Time. That's how I met Trey. That's how I met James. That's how I met Moss. That's how I know Green, Hearn. The list just goes on and on. Shout out to my boy Satchel Malone. He's another Laker fan. I ain't heard from Satchel Malone, best fighter. He was another Laker fan. I don't know how he feel right now because I ain't talked to them, the fam in the round. Shout out to LeBron is Glow. That's how we know about Panama Queen, GG, Annie K, my boy Herm, my boy Wilps. Raise your hand. Oh, my boy Underrated. My boy Too Raw. Rest in peace, my boy LB. Lemon Pepper Lou. Shout out to my boy Polo. Straight to the point. That's how I met all the family, man. Man, I'm telling you, during the playoff days back in the day, if you lost your spot, ain't no, you wasn't gonna get back on. You wasn't gonna get back in. That's how it was back then. Dudes was in there holding their spots now.
The Heat suck ass.
Salute Ma, salute Twin. But yeah, I'll drop the link. Anybody want to come in, man? I know James was still over there cooking. Shout out to James, man. James and Moss was cooking today. When I was at work, I was like, yes, because it was dead today. It was really dead today at my work today. So I saw them cooking. I was like, whoa. I was like, okay. I'm about to. That what made me thought about. I'm gonna do a stream today. Then we talk about the games tomorrow. But I don't trust Miami right now. I just don't. And the Bulls, they always seem like they come around towards the end of the season. So it's crazy. But I do got where they play at? Where they been at? They play at. Oh, they play at Miami. Play at home tonight. Oh, okay. I don't know. Is it gonna be the home team's gonna win it? Is gonna win it? I don't know. We gotta see. The home team's won last night. This home team's gonna win tonight. The Mavericks play the Kings. I'm going with the Mavs. Because Anthony Davis, you get what you brought now. You at the 4. You gotta let people know why you're here. And I know everybody's mad at you for showing up that 13 points against the Lakers, but the Lakers was the Lakers was making everybody else beat them but you. So that's how I looked at that game when Luka came back to Dallas. And, did his little 45 piece, so I do got them beating Sacramento. Even though Zach LaVine has been playing well lately. But I just don't. I don't like this. I just don't like the move that Sacramento has made. So, and they look so. They really, to me, look really lost out there. To me, as a team without Mike Brown, and it's just showing right now. Um, Doug Christie should. Mm, I'll be watching it. I live out here in the West, so in the Northwest, so I get I watch all the King games from home. You know what I mean? So I watch the Kings, I watch the Warriors, I watch all these California teams all year long. So I know what's going on with everything, but I just don't trust Sacramento. I just don't. All right. I'm back now. Okay, I just had to switch my Bluetooth. All right, so I just don't trust them right now. I just don't trust Sacramento right now. So I got both home teams winning. And then what time the games come on? Let me see the schedule for Friday. Oh, oh man, it's been a day. It's been a day today. It's been a day. Been a long day, but man, it went by fast today. We actually got sunlight outside, but we got that cold. We got that cold wind to go with it though too. So I'm not standing outside for nothing today. Nah, I am gonna catch me a little bit of sun later.
Hey, yo, I just want to give a shout out, man. I wasn't seeing the comments to my man Matt, Heckbo, Tony Angel, Brody Mass, Big Matt. What up? 81. What up, man?
Salute Cottage was good, man. I know you got the Lakers over the Timberwolves. So what's your reason why?
I mean,
Hold on, bro. I got you. You
I,
fell out, bro.
I told you, I don't know why it be doing that to me sometimes, but
Hey man, you ain't the only, hey, they don't like me, bro, dude. I'm telling you, I paid for this stuff, man. They be doing this since I first started, bro. Like it's like James told me this a long time ago. Like T Price, man, they already know who your voice is, man. You been on Ticket Channel, man. They know that, man. You remember, man, you wasn't around when I very first started, though. But when I very first started, man, I used to be in the Alabama, all that stuff, man, and all that stuff. And then as soon as I came out with, I got into with that dude because he mad because I said J. Reed wasn't the GOAT of basketball. And ever since I came out with my stream on here and on Twitch, man, they banned me. Man, I'm banned for Twitch for life, bro. People think I'm playing. I can't even go on Twitch right now.
it's crazy.
All because I said, hey, got some strong people that, hey, I stand on business, man. You ain't gonna make me continue to believe that stuff either. But that's why I really don't like talking about the Lakers because you end up talking about this darn fool. But he ain't the best player on the Lakers. The best player on the Lakers is Luka Doncic.
I just bottom line to make it easy. I like Luke and LeBron over Ant-Man and Julius Randle. They can make it difficult though. But if I'm the Lakers, I let Ant-Man get 50 and I just try to make sure everybody else don't get nothing. That way, like, them niggas can really rest on defense. I let him play one-on-one all game. Now the question is, who gonna guard Ant in the starting lineup?
All right, all right, all right. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it will be nice if Julius Randle could have his little, you know, 'cause some people think he chokes up in the playoffs and everything like that. But then, yeah, so it's gonna be interesting though because I think they can. I think the T-Wolves can make it difficult. But whenever I watch these games, whenever I watch these playoff games and stuff like this, I always watch how the officiating is how the officiating is gonna go down. And that whoever can beat the referees, you know, to me, you have a better chance of winning, allegedly. Because we already know the Lakers get more free throws than anybody than everything. And then when they lose, they complain that they cheated the rest. Like how they cheated you and you still shot more free throws than them. Like cut this crybaby stuff out, man. They can help you get there, but can you close the deal?
Salute, old head. Salute, Ron Time. Appreciate you letting me up here, man.
Salute.
I was just on ticket with James talking that talk you already know.
I know how that goes, dude.
Oh man, same old, man. Just talking. Did y'all talk about that? What that nigga Rich Paul had said about Chris Bosh?
Nah, I didn't even hear it. I heard he said something. I heard he said something fucked up, but what'd he say?
He said that Miami wasn't really a big three because of Bosh.
He's a loser.
He's a lame.
That's crazy because they try to diminish every time this is my number one argument, my hatred towards LeBron. I said, yo, he got so many accolades. Why do y'all got to diminish what the next person did just to boost him up, bro?
That's some shit.
I always say the same thing, Ron.
I said, this nigga with 50,000 points, y'all got all these accolades he do. So why y'all always try to diminish everybody else's accolades to make him seem that much better? That's not peace. You forgot Chris Bosh was 24-10 before he went over there.
Come on now.
Going to the playoffs in Toronto.
And was a beast down low. And he could shoot the mid-range jumper.
Yep, crazy post up game. The disrespect,
Game.
and he just didn't Chris Bosh beat that? Was it a blood clot he
A
had?
blood clot. Yeah.
Blood
Yeah,
clot.
how you gonna
So
disrespect a man who had an illness like that, man?
so like now I could see if Rich Paul came out and said something to the nature like, "Yo, that blood clot stop that big three from actually reaching its potential." You feel me?
Mm.
But to
Birds
say
of a
that,
flock together.
you know, I didn't really hear his exact words, so I don't know how he phrased it. But if he said Chris Bosh just blatantly was the reason why that wasn't a big three, if I was Chris Bosh, I'd call that nigga LeBron, be like, yo, tell that nigga when I see him, it's on site. Tell your man when I see him, it's on site, man. Niggas not about to disrespect me, bro. I'm not with none of that shit.
They keep exposing themselves as Dizzle. I always said this. I said this 2 years ago when Chanel Sona came out, when it was finally my time to speak after 2 hours and a half of being on the panel, and dudes got mad at me for what I said. I'm like, dude, y'all can get mad. We seen it to the best of them. Once they through with you, and you don't even got that power. I always said this about Jay Reed. I never seen a black man that has so much power that the way that he has, and the devil don't gonna come back and collect. The devil always come and collects. He always come and collect. He comes and collect. And he comes and collect in ways that we don't even know.
That's crazy, Dizzle. Y'all got me wanting to go see exactly what Rich Paul said, though, because that's
I'm about to look it up right now, but I ain't gonna play it on my channel. You know they be flagging. You know what they do me over.
Just read it back. That's all.
Yeah. He basically was on Pat McAfee's show, and he basically said that he believed that Miami wasn't a big three. Yeah, he said it wasn't a big three because Chris Bosh was such a professional, and he was playing a role, and they're just a bunch of BS, man. These niggas is clowns, man. Especially going on Pat McAfee's show, which is fucking crazy.
And this, and no, but as this one, and I found it very interesting. They sit there say him, Chris Bosh, and this is what I always say. And I've been standing on business, man, about this dude, man. And like this is why I don't like talking about the Lakers. When you talk about the Lakers, it always come back to him. And since it's coming back to you, I got a question for you. How can three players in the same draft class, they all made all-star teams, not once, not twice, not three times? You see what I'm saying? And that's not being a super team.
Wait a minute. Didn't they just elect Chris Bosh to the Hall of Fame?
Come on now.
No, he ain't. Yep, and he's part of the Dream Team, that 08 Dream Team thing. Yeah, the USA Dream Team 08. Yeah, but not overall on Hall of Fame. He's gonna be in the 08 Dream Team is gonna get in, but from his basketball resume, not yet.
No, he got inducted into the Hall of Fame 2021.
Yes, he did.
In April. Yeah, in April. I'm looking at it right now.
I'm just giving y'all craps, man. I'm giving you shit. Shout out to Chris Bosh. I gotta be funny, man. I know he made it, but shout out to Chris Bosh. Hey, but again, it gets back to what I was saying though. This dude disrespects. Look, the old school saying is a real thing. Birds of a flock together, right?
Yep.
Very first time, my very first time, when he got on there with Pat McAfee, and not only that, 2018 or was it 2018-19, Pat McAfee called that man a what? Did you know about that, S Dizzle?
Yeah, I had seen that where Pat McAfee had said he called him a clown, said he tired of his antics.
Yeah, and this moron back in 2018-19, like I'm done with this guy. I'm just done. No, you're not, because you brought him on your show. Take me back, dear Lord, where I. Come on, man. Don't not. This is not.
That's crazy. That's mad dismissive because guess what? When they brought out the name Big Three with the Boston Celtics, right? Wasn't Ray Allen playing a role on that team?
Come on now. Talk that shit, Ron.
And it was still a big three. Like you had three Hall of Famers on the same team in their prime, bro. Somebody obviously got to take a step back because they can't be the all-star they was because it's only one basketball. But
But
like,
it's
come
crazy
on,
though.
bro. Don't.
Since
I
we
would
gonna get
have rather for him to say, yo, I think it didn't reach its full potential because of what my man Chris Bosh went through.
I'm about to listen to this, man. I'm about to be back, y'all. I gotta listen to this crazy crap.
Yeah, go ahead, T Price. I agree with you, Ron. Time. It's a more respectful way to actually put your opinion out there versus just saying it wasn't a big three. Because if it wasn't a big three, how did they have the confidence, or how did LeBron have the confidence to go out there and tell the world, oh, not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but then it wasn't a big three. It wasn't a super team.
Bro,
I don't understand these niggas, man. They trying to change history on us.
think about this, bro. They called them niggas the Heatles.
Say that shit one more time, Ron Time. Say that shit one more time, Ron
They
Time.
called them the Heatles, and for those who don't know, that was a reference into what they consider the greatest group of all time, the Beatles. Rest in peace, John Lennon and Paul McCartney.
Rest in peace.
Like they were compared, they took on the name of greatness, like one of the most iconic, if not the most iconic rock group ever. So like you gonna tell me they didn't consider themselves a big three? Now all of a sudden y'all don't consider them a big three when all throughout their tenure together they were considered a big three. Like Chris Bosh wasn't an all-star. Like, what are you talking about?
Like Chris Bosh wasn't averaging a double-double in Toronto and leading them to the playoffs with Toronto. Like he don't, like his resume don't speak loud for himself.
Like he didn't get inducted to that Hall of Fame.
You feel me? He would have been a Hall of Famer without Miami. Let's keep it a bean. He didn't need Miami to become a Hall of Famer. He was already on his way to doing so.
You telling me 3 Hall of Famers in their prime don't equivocate to a big 3? Rich Paul, come on, my nigga. Listen, but at the end of the day, I don't knock Rich because at the end of the day, LeBron changed that man's life. You feel me? This nigga running around fucking Adele and all types of shit when this nigga was nothing but just he was a everyday hustler entrepreneur.
Yep, selling T-shirts out his trunk and shit like that. You right? That's a good point.
Listen, he got a genius mind. I like shout out to Rich Paul. I just think he was being a tad bit disrespectful, Rich, and I get it. It's your job to always make sure LeBron is viewed as number one. That's the cash cow. So I get it. But maybe I don't you probably don't even believe that statement yourself. You feel me?
Like, exactly, he don't. Because if you go look at the clip, Ron Time, when you get a chance to, you can see him. He not looking at the camera when he say it. Like McAfee is looking at him like shocked. Like soon as he said it, he was like, not a big 3, and you can see McAfee's face like he was surprised, like huh. And then Rich Paul looked away from the camera. He don't believe the shit he's saying. But like you said, you got to protect the golden goose, right? You got to protect the cash cow. So I understand that, but it's still some sucker shit though, Ron Time. It's still some sucker shit.
It is. Like I said, he could have big LeBron. Man, like you could just talk about LeBron accolades alone and make your case for why you think he the GOAT and all that. Man, my man got 50,000 of them things, man. My man 22 years strong. My man averaged 25 points for over 20 years. My man got 4 NBA titles, 4 finals MVP. You feel me? You like
facts.
You can just speak on shit like that alone and just make your case for him being your GOAT. You don't have to diminish what the next person did just to validate what LeBron did. He's the great one. He's the chosen one. That's what y'all say. Okay, he got the stats and all that shit to prove it. You feel me? Unfortunately, I'm just not one of them sheep that just follow numbers. You feel me?
I was just about to say that. Ron Time. It's enough of us. It's enough of us that don't just go with the get along gang. Shout out to Kwame Brown. It's enough of us that don't believe everything that's being spewed from the media. So they have to come out here and combat it. It's starting to really make sense to me. It's a reason why LeBron James is on these podcast, starting his own podcast. There's a reason why Rich Paul be going from different platform to different platform. Why? Because they got to get the youth to buy into this narrative. So another 5-10 years from now, it's only those type of people, the sheep. and it's not so many of us that's going to speak out against it, because that's what they really trying to do. They trying to set up his legacy so when he retire, it's just a foregone conclusion that, oh, LeBron is the GOAT. But in reality, real basketball fans, even some of the younger fans, when they actually go do their research and they look back at the game and they go watch some of these games and they see some of LeBron's biggest failures, some of them going to be able to formulate an opinion on their own and be like, there's no way this man could be the GOAT with all of these fucked up ass flaws on his resume. Yeah, you got a great resume, but like the picture T Price just put up, 5,000 plus turnovers missed, turnovers and shit like that, 20 straight missed 3-point streaks. That's funny. I didn't even know about that one. Yeah. But it's so many things that can go against him. That's why that he beat him Father Time, I don't believe that shit at all, dude, because it's starting to look nasty right now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I tell a nigga, like, I say, man, listen, I said I was blessed enough. I'm what they call an old head. Nigga, I was blessed enough to start watching basketball and understand basketball when Magic Johnson was at the prime of his career. You feel me? Like, and that like I caught early mid 80s Magic in LA. Showtime. I saw this. I'm a Lakers fan, bro. So I tell you that to tell you this. I watched Magic. I watched Bird. Watched Jordan. I watched Isaiah Thomas. Shout out to Isaiah, because he don't nearly get enough credit.
Facts.
You feel me? I watched Kareem.
I think the reason why he don't get enough credit because he's shitting on his own era. But anyway, carry on.
Listen, but I watched Kareem.
It's a gift and a curse.
I watched the transitioning in the mic. I watched all these great players in that era. You feel me? Who that they say was plumbers and all this shit in that. You feel me? Like, I watched these dudes. Charles Barkley's, the Patrick Ewings, the David Robinsons. Listen, I watched them play. I got a chance to watch them play, yo. You feel me? And I said, you go into the Kobe era, the Allen Iverson. I'm a Georgetown fan. I've been an Allen Iverson fan since he came out of jail. Like, I'm a Georgetown Warrior fan, so like, I don't watch all these eras. I watched Carmelo and LeBron and D Wade and them coming to the league. I've been able to witness all of this shit, right? All the way up until the Steph Curry transitioning in the league, and to the Trae Youngs of today, the Ant-Mans, the Shea Gilgeous. You feel me? All these new stars that they got. I watched all of them. I'm able to watch all of them. And what the eye test tell me, it's something different, man. It's something different than what the numbers tell. They tell you numbers lie. Numbers won't lie, but they will mislead you. Only like y'all want to use numbers on everything. So then everybody say, okay, well, just for example, okay, well, Mike got 6 rings. He only got 4. Oh, that don't matter. Why the numbers don't matter when it's that? You feel me? You talk about every other number. LeBron, oh, he's an all-time scorer, so we could talk about his 50,000 points, but we can't talk about how he got more championships. Numbers is numbers, my nigga. If you're going to compare them, you got to compare them all and try to come out to a median somehow. You feel me? And I'm just like, oh, my God. Like, man, y'all tripping. They say, yo, you a JDR. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't think Jordan's the GOAT. I said, nigga, actually, I go by GOATs by their era, because you can't compare two players that played under different circumstances and different rules. It's not the same game. So how you going to compare somebody like George Gervin, who was nothing but a pure scorer at the time? How you going to compare his stats to somebody else's stats when they were allowed to shoot threes and there wasn't even a 3-point line in the league when George played?
You know the key word you're missing out on all of this, though, fam? They play defense in those eras, too, bro.
You know what I mean? I said, like they tell me, oh, Dr. J, his numbers ain't nothing, because I said, okay. I said the NBA adopted the ABA 3-point. When they adopted the league, they adopted the rule, right? I said, so why they don't adopt their players' statistics?
Players.
I said they adopted their players. They adopted their style of play. They adopted their rules. They adopted the new 3-point line. So why y'all don't adopt their statistics? Man, y'all niggas crazy. So actually, I go by generations. Who is the greatest in their generation?
Me too.
If you want to be more fair and say, okay, the top 10. Okay, well, if you go in the top 10, it's 5 positions on each on the floor. Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. So if you go in top 10, give me your top 10. You got to give me your 2 best point guards, your 2 best small shooting guards, your 2 best small forwards, your 2 best motherfucking power forwards, and your 2 best big men. That should be everybody top 10. You can't compare a small forward stats to a goddamn center stat. How you gonna say, oh, he got more points than Kareem, but guess what? Kareem didn't nearly touch the ball as much as LeBron did.
Facts. They didn't. No 3-pointers. All 2s.
Not even that, but he's a fucking center.
Center. Right. That
He
part.
don't even touch the ball as much as LeBron. So how we gonna compare? If we gonna compare, like, let's do it right. The greatest all time. The top 10 should consist of 2 at every position. Now you tell me what you get. That's the fairest argument if you say in my eyes that now you tell me that should be everybody top 10.
You know, according to some people's eyes, Kobe's not top 10. If the man is close
Man,
to, if the man is second, but if the man is second behind Mike as the greatest shooting guard ever, then where else you gonna put him at?
man,
Big dummies.
listen.
You talking to somebody who don't rank players either.
Listen, I've asked this question multiple times for all these fucking Kobe haters. I said, y'all say he not top 10. Y'all say he not top 7. Yeah, I said, okay, name me 7 people that had a career better than Kobe Bryant. And I'll sit right here and wait. Just name
You
them.
should say 10. You should say 10. Now you're going to 7 round.
Listen. If you want to say Bill Russell, I think Bill Russell, ain't nobody, if that's the case, nobody had a better career than Bill Russell.
Facts.
You feel me? Even though they don't count his because that you only played against 8 teams and y'all had 8 All-Stars on one team.
Had all the best players on that team.
But if you go by career stature, I mean, goddamn, that motherfucker won a chip damn near every year he was in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't.
He was playing for a chip for 9 of his 13.
So I don't understand what you consider the greatest career because right then and there, that'll tell you right then and there, man got 11 rings.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But like I said, give me the top 2 at every position. You go Magic, and then now they got Steph in the conversation. You feel me? Okay, I'll give you that, even though I think you go Magic, Isaiah. But okay, I'll give you that. Magic, Steph. You got Mike and Cole. You got Bird and LeBron. You got
Some
Timmy.
people say Dr. J or Bird.
I mean, whoever. You got Timmy, and who else? If you want to go Karl Malone.
Yeah.
And then you got and then you got Lou Alcindor and whoever else you want to pick. Shaquille O'Neal, Wilt Chamberlain, Hakeem Olajuwon, Bill Russell. That should be everybody top 10. It ain't but 5 spots on the floor. But if y'all want to start cross-referencing shit and talking about trying to compare what a point guard can do to what a power forward can do, that's not fair.
Hey, as Dizzle, did you see? Hey, did you see what I sent you? Oh, he'll be back. Did you get it, Ron? I don't know. Did you get what I sent you? Stephen A. went off on Malik Andrews. That joke was funny.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. But, like, I ask people, when y'all speak about that, what's the criteria? I said, if that's the case, then Kareem probably got the greatest basketball career ever. 3 high school state titles, 3 NCAA state titles, 6 NBA titles, 6 NBA MVPs.
You know I find very interesting.
Played 20 plus years. What he got? 19
All-Star MVP. Was he ever All-Star MVP?
Yeah.
Go look up his. Yeah, I know he got some All-Star. But this is another thing too. They always want to mention All-Star game, but when we start mentioning it with Kobe and all these others, Duncan,
oh, they be crying like, dude, like, okay, LeBron has 3. I'm like, okay, whatever. What
Listen,
I always say, Ron, so they want everything that's known to man, but you
listen,
need to get Kareem back his basketball, bro, because you don't deserve
listen.
it.
They
Period.
don't even understand how awesome this motherfucker Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was. And when
Facts.
people, and when people talk about Kareem, the first thing they affiliate him was with the skyhook. I said, no, motherfucker, go back and watch the tape. I said, go back to
Mm-hmm.
UCLA. I said, go back to Milwaukee. I said, the
Mm-hmm.
skyhook was adopted. You want to know why? I said, because they had a fucking rule to call the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar rule where the bitch wasn't allowed to dunk
Mm-hmm.
because
It's
he
just
was
like how
so
they
crazy
changed
on the
the
side.
paint for Wilt. When I read all the rules in the NBA, they changed the paint. They were in the paint because of who? Wilt Chamberlain. They call it the Wilt Chamberlain rule. Carry on.
I said, nigga, he changed the game. He made them tell you you
Yeah,
can't
he
even
did.
dunk. I said, Kareem is the greatest winner he won everywhere, multiple times. Everywhere he went, he won. Milwaukee, let me get that. Oscar Robinson was there first. Oscar couldn't do it. Oscar had to have Kareem the Great. Missed
That's why
that.
him and Mike to me got a clutch. They two got a clutch gene because when it comes down to like winning championships, that's all they did. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at every single level. But go ahead. I get where you going.
I mean, if they want to talk about it, man, fuck Mike too. That nigga got cut from his high school team. Nigga Kareem, a 3-time state champion. No comparison.
You talking about high school, yeah.
In high school, yeah, you feel me? Like, there's no comparison in college. Mike, you got 1 chip to Kareem 3. Now, Mike, you did even up the score in the league. Y'all both got 6. You took off and dominated. You feel me? So that shout out to Mike. But like when you talk about that, I think I'm like, yo, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to me is the greatest basketball player ever.
Yeah.
When you equivocate the totality of his basketball career, is that what we're talking about?
Mm-hmm. That's what we're
And
talking
then
about.
just his NBA numbers are comparable to anybody you want to bring up. If that's all y'all want to stick to, the NBA, look at his accolades, y'all. Look at his
Accolades speak
accolades.
for itself.
Look at his accolades. LeBron had to break somebody record, and he did that shit without 3-pointers, y'all. Better put some fucking respect on his name, yo. Shout out to Kareem, yo.
Give his and you know what, LeBron, while we talk about you, give Kareem back his basketball back, man. You don't deserve it. I think you're gonna end up giving it to him anyway, but I want you to give it to him while he's alive.
Fuck you mean, nigga? I said I've seen a motherfucker come in and win it as a rookie, bro. That motherfucker dominated all 5 positions, 1 through 5, and made everybody around him better. Is that the definition you want to go with? If that's the case, that's why people got Magic in the GOAT conversation. But then when you got Magic in the GOAT conversation and Magic tell you Kobe's the greatest Laker ever, how do you fuck you not have Kobe in the GOAT conversation?
Because they pick and choose. Because a lot of
What
people
do
don't
you
know
mean?
the media like we know the media.
What do you
This is
mean?
Kareem. This is Kareem, though, stats right here. He's a Hall of Famer, 19-time All-Star, 95, 75, 76, excuse me, true rebound champion, 6-time NBA champion, 11 all-defensive teams, 1969, 1970 Rookie of the Year, 6-time MVP, 2-time, what's this, what, hold up, basketball rep, hold up, man, go back to, why is it like that? Up to 2000, what does it say? 2000 MBWA NBA MVP, 2-time scoring champ, 4-time block champion, 15-time All NBA, 69-70 All Rookie, 2 times Finals MVP. He was on there, and this is amazing how they want to change things too. But I'm still gonna keep it real. He's originally top 50 greatest player, then NBA 75th anniversary team, and again 1969, 1970 Rookie of the Year.
Talk to me. That nigga
Okay.
won Finals MVP on both teams he played on.
hmm Another thing too, we gotta educate y'all. Just because you win Finals MVP, don't see y'all hate Kobe Bryant so bad that this is a hey Ron, so we just gotta keep it real now. Now. Who started this Havlicek 11-0 and 8-0? Was it the old school? Was it the old generation or this the new age generation? Let's just keep it real, cause we ain't never heard that when we was growing up ever. But we always did what though? Gave them their respect, right?
That's a fact.
So y'all the one that started this Havlicek is 8-0. But even shout out to my boy underrated. He explained it to y'all. Yeah, Havlicek won 8 of them, but you know he was coming off the bench for 5 of them. So you got people that really watch these players and they be telling y'all, and y'all still don't want to listen, bro. Hey, keep on listening to the media, man. I tell it, because many people will agree with me. When Stuart Scott, God rest his soul, died, everything else died with it.
Like Magic said, oh yeah, Kobe got me. He up on me because guess what? He three-peated. I never did,
Hmm.
and he
That's
played 20.
disrespect.
And he played 20 years.
Yeah, and then this is why this is what made players great. Your failures made you great. Your failures made you. He shot them 2 air balls. He went back in the gym and he got better. And he got better. But the thing, this is what I don't understand either. They always want to talk about Kobe wasn't nothing, but Shaq didn't start winning till Kobe got in that starting lineup. He
Man,
had Eddie Jones. He had
that
Eddie Jones. He had Eddie Jones. Shout out to Eddie Jones and Nick Van Exel. Kobe had to earn that, and we already know Dale Harris didn't like Kobe Bryant because he couldn't stand his daddy.
and
And then
he
he
just
was
didn't
like a
believe in
Thibodeau
playing
back in
rookies
the
either.
day.
He was an old school coach. He didn't believe in
He,
playing rookies.
he did not believe, and that's what people don't understand about that. You know, say that, and then that's another thing that I get on Charles Barkley like, oh, well, Kobe wasn't ready. Uh, only one. And so I'm like, what you mean he wasn't ready? Kobe was ready. He just didn't have an opportunity to get out there and shine. He had to because he had a coach that was blackballing him at the time. But once he got in there, he didn't let go of it.
Oh my
And those are facts.
God.
Salute, Nate. Salute to my boy Chess. What's up, Chess? Chess ready up in there. Hey, Chess, who y'all got tonight, man? Who y'all got? You already know, Nate. Anything to feed that? It's all well, look. I don't even discuss basketball with certain family members of mine because they 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 believe everything they feel in the media. So in the future, for my future devils, when they start talking about Jay Reed and all this other stuff, they bring up the 40K. It sounds like a clutch. It just sounds like a clutch movement thing going on, a smear campaign.
Oh my God. This is the entertainment. So true.
Yeah, it just feel like a smell. It just feel like a little smear campaign. Hey, man, you got Miami and Dallas tonight. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got the home teams winning tonight too. Oh, happy birthday, Captain! Today is his birthday, and we talking about the Cap. Today is actually his birthday. Happy born day, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Hey, Jay Reed, just give us back. Hey, man, go ahead, give your basketball back to Jay. Get Kareem back his basketball, man. I saw it in Kareem's face. He didn't want to give you that basketball. His eyes tell a lot of things. Yeah, I think the home team is going to win tonight. Matter of fact, what time they start tonight? 'Cause
They
I'm
got,
off tonight, y'all. So
they
I'm off
got
the
me.
rest of the day.
Oh, Kareem birthday today. Shout out to Kareem. Happy birthday, Kareem.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's the cat's birthday today. Why we talking about the cat? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, hey, I got some more stuff, man. I got some old school stuff of Kareem, and you know what I'm saying. So is that you posting that, Ron Time?
Yeah, they just pop up
Oh,
in my shit.
oh, okay. They been trying to get me. I was just making sure nobody tried to get. You-
I don't
I
know.
had, I had,
I
I
just
had that.
started, I started seeing that.
Yeah, it comes on my description too. Like when I come on my StreamYard. Yeah, but I take it out to the description though, because you know, they ain't, you know, like I said, I pay for this. I can come on here and talk about anything that I want to each and every day. I know everybody mad that hey, this basketball stuff ain't worth for me to talk about, man. What I was, dudes used to get too much in their feelings. I'm just gonna get back in there later. I'm gonna stay on this college stuff, man. But I still watch the league. Then y'all fanboys don't even know when these players come to your team, you don't even know who they are. Y'all would call them trash and everything. That's one thing I ain't never did. I never call a basketball player trash. And what a basketball say to another player, then that's different. But one thing I do know is this: ain't no 260 win teams in a row is a trash team. Ain't no way you win 60 wins in back-to-back seasons and you a trash team. I don't want to hear all that. That man tricked out a lot of 60 win teams. And then another thing too. Name a run that LeBron had that was like Kobe Bryant in a 3 year span when you going against all 50, 60 win teams. I'll wait. Sure, I ain't even turned on my TV. I've been in the house for almost 3 hours. I ain't turned on my TV yet. Let me turn it on. So it's 7:30 for y'all. 7:30 at 10 p.m. Eastern time. I'm in the West, so that means it's about to come on about 4:30. Turn on my Samsung TV here. Let me see what we got cracking like in here. Put it on Hulu. Hey, I love my little TV, bro. The movie hubs, man, for Samsung, man, they got some man. I've been watching some old school movies, man. I'm watching some old. They be having some classics on there too. They got a classic on right now though, but I'll check it out later. Salute Tony Piper was good, fam. I'm trying to wait on everybody else to come on in, jump on in, man. I'll be on here for a while. And then tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna be cooking tomorrow. But I did watch the video of him, and this is what I always say: birds of a flock together, which means I get it though too. I get everything, but everything that this they've been hyping this man up about, and all the storylines that have been going with the thing, it's slowly beginning to unravel. It's revealing itself in front of everybody. Some people catching it, and some people still, you know, they still stuck on stupid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if y'all didn't watch the if y'all didn't watch that episode last night, they was talking about Kobe Bryant right after right after the gays last night. Right after the gays last night. The only reason why I know and I ended up watching it when I was at work. I got up. I got up. And then next thing my TV was still on. So I looked and I was like, they talking about Kobe Bryant? Da, 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 da. Then I was like, it's already recorded anyway. I didn't even know because it was on. I finished watching it this morning. But it's crazy how that much they disrespect this man so much. You still want to talk. But the thing that cracks me up about it is I seen you seen Kobe more than I seen Kobe more in the community than Jay Reed ever did. All the great ones did. Oh, hey Nate, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If the T Bulls pull it off, Julius Randle got to come to the party too. Julius Randle got to come to the party and show out too. Oh, I think nobody on the none of the none of the Lakers starters can stop him. I really do believe that. And I like Anthony Edwards as a player. I kind of understand why he want the hype and everything like that because uh, these NBA players know who run the league, who's dominating the headlines. They get I see them switched up. I see them switching up some people in there. I see what's his name, Carlos Boozer, shout out to Boozer, Carlos Boozer, former Dookie, former Utah Jazz. He played for some few teams. But him and Darren Williams, man, they was that dude. That was that was right. Jerry Sloan, rest in peace to Coach Sloan. Who was a great basketball player as well for the Chicago Bulls back in the day. For people that don't know. But Minnesota will have to be playing against the referees because we already know the Lakers like to cry about shots, get to the foul line. So, I remember last year in the playoffs, they wasn't giving Austin Reeves all them free throws like they was doing in the playoffs. But he did improve this year. He's a good player, but I'm not over hyping like everybody else say he is. They're acting like now I had a dude telling me he's the new white mamba and all this crazy stuff. I'm like, okay, whatever. He's a good player, but I just don't hype him up like everybody else do because he gets the benefit of the whistle too. He be flopping and all that stuff, getting calls. They say it's a part of the game, but I never seen so many players that flop all the way to get and they get to the free throw line and they get to the free throw line. But then again, you can't play defense in this era too. You can't even, hand check. Do you really want to know what Jay Reese stats would really look like? Look at the first 2 years that he had in his career when they didn't when you was hand checking, and look how much his stats look afterwards. That right there was a sample size of what his career was going to be. He was going to be jumping out the roof with the head checking. Now ain't no big man in the paint and all this other stuff, and now we got to play a tournament. When the Lakers wasn't making no play a tournament, then he liked it, and then as soon as and then all of a sudden he's against it. He hid his hand, he ducked his tail, and he put his hey, DiVincenzo. Yeah, I was just thank you, Nate. I forgot about they got DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo, yeah, I think he is. But Brian Todd said it too though. Jaden McDaniel. This is coming out party. I watched him in high school too, because he's out here he's from Seattle. He's somewhere in Washington. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. I remember watching him in high school. Okay, let's see here. Oh no, he's from yeah, he's from Tacoma. That's right. That's right. He's from Tacoma. Federal Way. He's from Federal. He went to Federal Way High School, Federal Way in Federal Way, Washington. He was a number seven pick. As Ron Todd said, they got that pick from the Los Angeles Lakers in the 2020 NBA draft. NBA debut for 20 December 27th, 2020. I think I like him as a player. I thought he was cold. I thought he was cold in high school. I'll never forget when his team played in New York and he met Melo. And Melo was out there showing him love, giving him love. Shout out to Melo though too, man. Carmelo for making. I told y'all that dude was going to be a Hall of Famer. It ain't what you just do in the NBA. It's your amateur, which is your high school. Then you go to college if you was big time in college, and then Olympic team. He, he did that, and not only that, he had a great NBA career. Yeah, he didn't have no rings, but there's a lot of players in that they Melo should have definitely won Rookie of the Year. He was Rookie of the Year every single month in the Western Conference and did not win. And did not win, y'all. And that's how you know the fix was in. Oh, you think they play against OKC? You think the Grizzlies gonna play OKC? That'll be interesting though, because for the second straight year, the second after second straight year, OKC actually got the best record in the league. You know, 'cause look at these young teams. Though a lot of these young teams, look at them and look at Cleveland. It's time for Donovan Mitchell to cash in now, because Donovan Mitchell, hey, he been having best records with Utah Jazz and all that stuff too, and folded in the playoffs. So a lot of these players can rewrite their wrongs right now. And another thing too, they talk about Nico Harris. Nico Harrison wasn't the one that traded Luka Doncic. The owners want to off that man, so you know he got to be the one that be able to take it. They talk about fire Nico. Now y'all need to fire your owners. Oh, you said the owners gonna have to move the team to Vegas? Uh, oh man, he said the fix is in. A lot of people begin to look at it like that, though. There's a lot of people that really looking at it like that. They really think about because I never seen two coaches in the same conference, and this has been a weird year. So I'm just waiting Tony to see how everything play out. 'Cause we already know who they always pushing to get to get to the championship, and then when they don't, I want to know who fault they're going to be. They're going to blame Luka Doncic. You know, I already know they're already blaming stuff on him now. You're gonna be so. Yeah, because I know because I know the homie was telling me about the contracts and how, yeah, they ain't gonna be able to afford the team. This stuff is crazy, man. So I'm just gonna wait to see how everything comes out, man. I'm just gonna wait to see how everything comes out. Oh yeah, and then it's like another thing to me is what makes it so messed up with what he said about Chris Bosh. It just agrees of what I've been saying for ever since the man that they say that took over is the face of basketball. He has ruined basketball. They like to diminish players. They like they like to diminish second co-stars. But I just ain't never seen that before. But at the same time, stupid does what stupid do, and birds of a flock flock together. So I understand why he's doing it, but at the same time, at the end they gonna come out looking like some dummies already. They're already looking like it. So it's like preaching to the choir. All money ain't good money. What the mofos used to say. Once you're in that devil's pot, it's hard to come out of it. You said watch as the baseball team A's get to Vegas, and you'll see the dominoes fall. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, It's a shame though, cause Oakland. 'Cause Oakland, Golden State, they got a WBA team. So so man, shout out to everybody out there in Oakland, man. Shout out to the homies out there, man. You know, they took away the A's. It's like Seattle, how the general manager told the fans that he wasn't going to leave, and then he left right at midnight West Coast time, and then had a press conference the next morning in OKC. Yeah, man, it's a cold world out here, man. But yeah, I know he was late for his phone. But anyway, we gonna see, Tony. We gonna see, man. You know, hey, I just don't like this player crap. 1 through 8 should be 1 through 8. So, but they acting like this is so good for the league and one game scenarios, and they basically stole the idea from the NCAA. The first, the first four in, and then, it's just crazy to me. They said it developed a story that Kyrie Irving would return by January from ACL tear, the 9-time All Star. Uncle Drew. He wasn't. Kyrie wasn't even getting the credit that he deserved either, though. Like Kyrie wasn't getting the credit that he deserved. He the one that was keeping the Mavs afloat, the last two seasons. You know what I'm saying? And then the ACL happened, and then it's just unfortunate, you know. But I don't even want to listen to what Steve. Hold on, let me listen to what this dude got to say. Hold on, y'all. Put myself on mute because I ain't trying to get no strikes or anything. All right. Yeah, so I don't know. You know, it's just what it is, y'all. I hope Anthony Davis really played well and everything like that. And hey, it is what it is, But look how they doing that, man. They acting like now Jackson Hayes is better than Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis wasn't even getting no props when he was playing with the Lakers. You know, it's just sad, y'all. It's sad. Anybody that played with Jay Reed, it's sad. They just diminished them like they wasn't even there. You understand what I'm saying? And it's disingenuous, but they got their time. Every dog had their day, but trust and believe, your time is coming, and it's fastly approaching too. It's fastly approaching. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I've been on here long enough. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Y'all know I ain't gonna be doing no streaming, no NBA games and stuff like that. I'll be on top of the morning and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I've been on here 2 hours, man. So I'm about to get up out of here and everything. But like, share, subscribe, and appreciate everybody for coming through. And we back on in tomorrow. I just don't know what time we're gonna start, but we'll cook tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But I holler at y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Peace. If you want to donate the Ohead Podcast, I did pin in the chat. If not, I ain't worried about it. Cause I'll come on here when I get ready. So may the best team win. We gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. 423. It's 423 out here in the West, and I'm signing out. Peace.